into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down.
Welcome back, everybody, to Good Morning Idaho. The Cisco Kitchen has made its way out into the parking lot, and I'm out here with Nampa Fire Chief Malott. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Not too bad. Thanks for getting up this morning and helping us with breakfast, lunch, dinner, all of the above, I guess. Turkey frying, very popular in our area especially. And so we wanted to call the Nampa Fire Department guys and kind of get some tips on how to do it safely, but maybe get some recipe tips because these guys make a mean turkey. So let's start with that. Do you have a special recipe for making your turkey?
I essentially use the same one that Alton Brown uses.
Nobody on this show likes Alton Brown at all now.
Well, he does it by science, and so his pound of sugar, pound of salt, and dissolved and put it in a cooler overnight with ice keeps the turkey cold like it's supposed to be, so we don't have to worry about getting sick from it. Gets it really moist and sets turkey up for a good fry.
Okay, so we've got the fryer going right now. This is your safe version of the fryer, as I recall, right? So let me step out of the way so Travis can kind of show us into the fryer and kind of describe the apparatus here so we can help people with a safe turkey at home.
What we have here is we have a burner, and it's set up with the aluminum foil so that if anything boils over, it doesn't burn the hose and create a propane fire. And then we've just simply got the burner, and we've got the right amount of oil, and we pre-measure the oil to make sure that it just covers the turkey, and we mark that so that we bring it back to the right height. We're going to bring the oil up to about 360 degrees. 350 is ideal for cooking these. We bring it to 360, shut the flame off. We'll set the bird in there, and that way if any oil spills over, it doesn't have an open flame to catch.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a really good way to go about that. All right, so you've got the kind of turkey set up over here. Do we want to try and drop it in now? Do you guys want to do that a little bit later?
We'll have to do that a little bit later. You want your oil up to temperature before you drop it in. That way it gives it a good sear on the outside, and it doesn't soak up all that oil and just become a greasy bird.
Nobody wants a greasy bird this time of morning.
That's right. Most people think that these would be oily and greasy, but in fact they seal the moisture inside, and when we're done and we pour the oil back out of there, it usually only takes less than a pint of oil for the entire bird is about all that's lost in the process, and a lot of that's just in the cavity as you take it out and drains out of it anyway.
Which means you can do it over and over and over again.
Well, several times before your oil gets rancid, and you want to be careful about that. But through the holiday season, you can use it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's pretty safe for that period of time.
There you go. Plenty of leftovers for everybody. So we're going to do some turkey cooking. We're also going to come back in the Fox show. That'd be Fox 9 on your side at 7 o'clock, where we are going to show you what not to do with the turkey fryer, which means we're going to make a little bit of a mess out here.
We're going to make a little bit of a mess, and we're going to show folks what can happen in the event that they don't do it properly. You want to have a dry bird. You don't want to have a frozen bird, too much water, problems like that, and you certainly want to do it safely away from your house.
Make sure you stick around for that. That's right. We're going to set things on fire coming up on the Fox show, so that's coming up a little bit later. Right now, we will send it back inside here.
Good morning, Idaho. We're outside the studio this morning with Deputy Fire Marshal Ron Johnson from the Nampa Fire Department. Thanks for getting up early. Your whole crew came out here this morning.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.
And you were talking, the fire department was talking with Jay earlier in the last hour of Good Morning Idaho about the safe way to do things, making sure that if you fry a turkey, that you can do it without, setting your house on fire.
Exactly.
And we understand that you guys have something prepared for us to show exactly what could go wrong when you fry turkey?
Yes, we're going to show you how not to do it. And while we're doing that, I'll go ahead and talk you through the actual safe way to fry a turkey.
Okay, yeah, let's quickly hit on that first.
So first off, go outside, away from the house, flat level surface, not under any overhangs, not on a wooden deck or anything, and not in your garage. Do not overfill the oil, so you don't want any splash over when you put the oil in. And very importantly, make sure your turkey is thawed. If you have a frozen turkey, you put it in, it boils over the oil and hits the flame and gives you a lot of fire. And lastly, right before you put the turkey in, turn off the flame so that you don't have an ignition source if it does boil over a little bit. Then once the turkey's in there safely, you can go ahead and reignite that flame.
That's all the stuff that you really needed to listen to. It's most important. But the stuff that you are kind of curious to see is what you guys are going to do right now, right?
Exactly.
Your buddies are doing this for you, or you guys, who's doing it?
Truck one here. Elijah's going to be putting out the fire, and Jake's going to be the one putting the turkey in. So,
all right, go ahead and take it away, guys, and we're going to have you, Ron, tell us what they're doing wrong as they do it.
Okay, so for starters, they've actually overheated the oil. We're at about 400 degrees right now. We shouldn't be over 350. Secondly, the oil is a little bit overfilled, so that when they put the turkey in, it would naturally overfill due to that.
We see the turkey on the ground.
Yes.
Is it frozen?
And it is frozen, mostly frozen, and it's not patted dry. That's another thing you want to do with the turkey. Once it's thawed, is pat all the water off of it, because water is your real enemy here when you do this. So as you see him put this in here, it's going to start splattering and overfilling, and and yes.
That tarp
So
is
we get
melting.
quite a bit of boil over. On this one, we don't have so much flames, but as you can see, if that happens at home, that can be a real danger to somebody standing near it.
The flames, though, are licking up on the sides, though, I can
On
see.
the sides.
All right, and did you notice the tarp? The tarp is what caught my eye because it melted.
It did. It melted and withdrew. So that's gives you a good example of how much heat is coming off that. If you were to do that on your wood deck, you'd catch your deck on fire, and that's not good.
All right, so we're going to have these tips at IdahoOnYourSide.com because we want to make sure that you guys know how to do it the right way. Thanks so much to the Nampa Fire Department for letting us know the right way, and thanks for being prepared. I'm glad we didn't have to put any fires out. I'm sure the bosses are glad too. We didn't have to do that, but we're going to make sure you guys know how to do it correctly. Thanks so much, Ron, for being here with us this morning. You guys are awesome for waking up early, and we're going to be right back after this with more.
We're going to go see how it tastes and how they cleaned up after they fried the bird and our parking lot, right, Spencer?
Once again, unwrapping this beautiful bird. Chief, this looks amazing. You guys did a good job.
Yeah, we brined it overnight, pound of sugar, pound of salt, keeps the bird moist. We just took it out of the fryer about 10-15 minutes ago, so it's had time to rest.
And so what was the time again if people are frying? About how long per pound of turkey?
About 3 minutes per pound, and you want about a 12 to 13 pound bird, so that's anywhere from 36 to 39 minutes. And then you want to take it out at about that 30-minute and check it. We ran this one just a little bit long today, but I think it'll still be good turkey.
You know what? I'm still going to partake happily. That's not. You got to do a lot more than that, Chief, to keep me away from turkey here. And wow, you're a really good carver as well. Now, is this something that you guys do? I mean, you guys are working on holidays too. Do you guys often fry up a turkey as firefighters together on the holiday?
Yeah, quite often in the firehouse, we will have a get-together with the families, have them in, cook a turkey, hams. We kind of lay out the spread, but then we always seems like get called out in the middle of that meal and kind of wrecks it. But
so nobody mess up your turkey because we want them to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it now. Thanks so much, Chief, for being in here and the Nampa Fire Department. Good morning, Idaho. Have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow.